Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I hope everybody's having a great start to their day. Sean Smith. It's in the low 20s on the back porch this morning, so we've got a really nice warm up. Yesterday it was 10. So that's a nice warm up. Yeah, I'll be doing better once I get I'm about to pour my first cup of coffee. I'll go into the other room to cough and hack. And hopefully there'll be some birds singing today. And I did some traveling. That's why I had no lives for the last week or so. John P. Yeah, I'm back. Florida was nice. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the weather. It was 10 degrees yesterday morning. Snarky, good morning. But I let everybody know in Florida that I knew, and I got to meet Stevie B and Moggs and a couple of people that hang out in their channel. So that was a lot of fun. We had dinner together. I got to see the Coral Castle and NASA. I drove over to the ocean the first day I was there. So I saw the Atlantic, but I really didn't have time to walk along the shore or anything like that. Yeah, I toured NASA. Yeah, Snark. Part of the story that they told was the 80s song by Billy Idol, Sweet 16. He was partially inspired for that song by Coral Castle and the story of Coral Castle. And they said in the 80s, he actually came down there and he played his guitar while sitting in one of the chairs. They don't allow you to touch anything anymore because of erosion and such. John, there was a couple of aerial events. But unidentified aerial phenomena would be more accurate. There was like a tube of light after I got past Jacksonville. It just streaked across the sky. And when I got to Daytona, I saw a streak straight up, and it looked like a tube of light, and it was so quick. Good morning, Mox. I was just telling everybody that I got to have dinner with you and Stevie B and friends last week, which was cool. I do mean cool. I do wish I had been able to spend more time with them. But I appreciated the short time that I did have. Hey, Boss TV. I hope you're having a good day. So, that was a great restaurant. It was a nice, just country style, down home cooking restaurant we had dinner at. It was really good. Good service, nice atmosphere. Well, I can see why. Those are the kind of places I really enjoy. That restaurant in Daytona that I went to was Japanese, Thai, both. I was just so happy to see and try a Thai food restaurant. I kind of left out the other half. Boss TV, type exclamation ME. Hey, Sharon. If you type that, it will post your channel. That way, people who want to can share their channel, and people who don't want to, they don't have to. So, exclamation me is the magic formula. And I guess Nightbot needs to wake up. There we go. I guess Nightbot decided to go on vacation also. Sharon, how are you feeling and all of your family? Got to put that exclamation point in there. Like Moggs did there, Mugion Monster. I pinned it up there, exclamation me, and it poster channel. Roger Blair. Roger, yesterday morning, what was your temperatures there? Because we were 10 degrees yesterday morning. I can only imagine you were cooler. Well, 10 degrees is just a little too chilly. Ten is good. We might get it. Hey, Rick, how you doing there? We might get into the 40s this afternoon. Well, you're off to a good start. Something feeling good is better than nothing feeling good. Oh, and John P., you'll probably be interested in this one. When I was driving down to Coral Castle, I was on Interstate 95. And, excuse me. And when I got to the Miami area, just no stops, just driving down 95 in the truck. All of a sudden, the inside of the cab was just flooded with static electricity. My back of my hair, back of my head was sticking against the seat. Hair on my arms was standing straight up, and I could just feel the static electricity. It's kind of crazy. The way the clouds are lining up with the tree, they almost look like Christmas ornaments. The wind picked up, not so much now, but did for a second or two. Spirit of the Sky Blue. Good morning. Yeah, it's just my allergies. It just allergies and whatnot. Like I said, a lot of mornings I'm coughing and hacking. Usually the coffee expedites matters and helps things smooth out quickly. Shirley, I hope you're having a great day. I missed everybody. I mean, I wish I was able to spend more time with Stevie and Moggs, but they had work to do and such. And the Coral Castle was interesting. I wish I'd been able to go there decades ago. It would have been more interactive, but hey, I got to see it. Uh, and NASA was a blast. I mean, I saw uh, a life-size space shuttle. They had an IMAX presentation. They toured the facilities in a bus, and you could go to different launch control areas. Uh, some of the experiences were so immersive. I mean, IMAX was probably not that big of a deal compared to some of the other presentations. It uh, in one room, the video was showing on a wall, and everybody had gone up close to the wall, and it was like school groups. So I just stayed back. I figured I'd let the kids enjoy and everything. Boy, was that a blessing in disguise, because not only were they showing the video on the wall, they were showing video on the ceilings and walls beside of you. And I ended up stepping to the back of the room so I could see all of it. That's some nice colors on the tree with the clouds right now. And they had a couple of presentations that were that way. Got to see a lunar rover. Got to see a mock-up really close. It was interesting to see how they're taking care of the wildlife in the area, and still doing the launches. I saw the Amazon launch facility, SpaceX, because all of that's right there. They've got buildings in the same area. Mike, how you doing, Mike? That was a good cook-off, Mike. hopefully, if I can get up to Mount Rushmore, I can snag Mike and we can look around at some of the sites. I'm sure he knows them well. But I tell you what, this trip made me question my fun factor of driving versus flying, because all that sitting while driving, it was hard. I covered about, well, this is rough numbers, but I covered a few thousand miles. I have one, John. I've got one that's, super cushiony, but it's just sitting still that gets me. I mean, I just do not do well sitting still. Exactly, Sharon. Uh, but I'm living up to my motto: it's better to wear out than to rust out. But I know one thing: the one discovery that is a 100% thumbs up. I am a huge fan of Buc-ee's. I stopped at three different Buc-ee's, and they are amazing. Well, I'll have to check, but my rough math says I did between 2,000 and 3,000 miles. Yes, and I was looking around for just a hamburger, and luckily I did not see it. They had a turkey sandwich, and I said, "Well, turkey, can't go wrong with turkey." Probably not the smartest move I've ever made, but still. Uh, but it was a barbecue turkey sandwich, and it was delicious. And by the way, Moggs, the Buc-ee's in Georgia, I paid $2.36 a gallon. and every one of them was packed. I mean, packed. That's it, Mike. You know, it's like Coral Castle. I really enjoyed that. That's been something I've wanted to do for decades. I wouldn't go back. I mean, been there, seen it. No, I did not. I wanted to leave something, for a return trip. Hopefully, the next trip, Moggs and Stevie B will be able to, you know, co-plan, and we can spend a little more time. They might point out some things that would be of interest. Nope, I'm not going to Disney. I have no desire to go to Disney. If I could have gone to Disney when I was, you know, 10 years old, that would have been great. But when I was 10 to go to Disney, you would have had to gone to California. I don't know. I would consider that. Epcot, maybe, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of paying a bunch of money to stand in long lines. Trust me, Sharon, when he says you'll feel welcomed, he's not joking. You will feel very welcomed. Yes, Disney was on television every Sunday night when I was 10 years old. The Wonderful World of Disney. Well, Sharon, what kind of things interest you? Do you want to see the world's biggest ball of yarn? Yeah, Sharon, I'm the same way. I put out the information that I was going to be in Florida, and Moggs and Stevie B and the crew were the only ones that took me up on it. Trip I took out of state last year. I think it was last year. The people were all excited. They were going to show me this, show me that. We passed emails back and forth. I gave them my phone number so that once I got over there, they'd be able to call me and let me know. For some funny reason, they disappeared off the web for a while. Two different people, two different areas. And the last thing I'll say about that is talk is cheap. But I had a good trip. I made that trip, work. Got some great videos. Yeah, I know, Moggs. And, I think Moggs and Stevie would tell you, I didn't pressure them. I just put the offer out there, and they either said yes or no. No, Moggs, we understand, and it is true. So, I mean, I enjoyed the Coral Castle, and I enjoyed NASA. But the most fun I had was dinner with you guys. I'm just simple little old me. Yeah, I I didn't want to push things, and Stevie was starting to shiver. I don't like seeing people shiver. I mean, I really appreciated it, but it was really nice of Jay and his wife to come. I mean, Jay really doesn't know me, and Chris. I mean, that was just kind of a extra nicety. So now, if he hangs out in your chat, Moggs, I'll be able to put a face and whatnot to the name in chat. I like being able to do that. Yeah, and you know, last minute like that, and he still showed up. I mean, I appreciate that. I really do. These days, people are so, I don't know, they'd rather text than talk on the phone, or text instead of uh, talk to people face to face. I'm old school. My preferred method of communication is face to face and verbal. I am not going to hold a conversation in text. Wow, that color looks real nice. And it looks even better since I'm in here in a warm house instead of out there in 25-degree weather. I'd like to go to that park where Stevie did that video. The one where the cat was walking, but she didn't see it until she saw it in the video later. It's kind of like I'd like to visit the set where they filmed MASH, the TV series. I think that would be cool. And I know for the people who live in Florida, it's no big deal. But we don't drive down the road here and see alligators by the road. So that was kind of unique. They weren't everywhere, but it was kind of neat to see alligators by the road. Didn't see any big snakes. As long as I saw them at a distance, that would have been just fine, but don't need to see them up close. Saw quite a few reptiles. I'd like to go out to Vegas and see a couple of the places where some of my favorite TV shows, Counting Cars. I'd like to go to that shop. I'd like to go to Rick's Restoration and the Pawn Stars. I would like to go to Luxembourg. Of the places that I went to, Luxembourg is just, for whatever reason, can't explain it. To me, Luxembourg is just fascinating. The architecture, uh, the just the land side. The restaurants were fantastic. Uh, Nice was nice. The aquarium there, it was very interesting. Nice, yeah. Riding the bullet train was the TGV in France. That was kind of like sweet and sour sauce. Uh, you've got this modern top of the line train that's going down the road 150 or down the track 150 miles an hour or more, and inside is really nice. Uh, they're serving these little bitty cans of Coca Cola, which I'd never seen before, and they're triple the price. Uh, and then I went to the bathroom on the train. I'd like to go to Italy too. And when you push the flush button, it just opens up a hole and you see the tracks flying by. Now I don't know if they still do it that way, but when I was there, that just freaked me out that they would have all this high tech, all this great state of the art, and they're literally dumping excrement on the tracks. If I could get in contact with a couple of people that I know in Italy, which I haven't talked to, and I couldn't tell you when, I would like to visit them. The all the hoops to jump through. Traveling's just not as much fun as it used to be. Easy digging. Good morning. I hope you're having a great start to your day. Uh, I would like to, again, with everything going on in the world, this gets to be less of a desire every day. But France, uh, the Triumph Arch, it was it was breathtaking. I mean, it was absolutely breathtaking. Um, just I just stood there in wonder for the architecture, the detail of work, and what it represented. And I'm not Catholic, but I went to Sacred Heart, the church there in France, Paris, France. And the history of that church is absolutely amazing. Two world wars, bombs that most bombs didn't hit it, and the bombs that did hit it did not explode. And they've got, I think, three saints buried in the catacombs. and it's this huge, perfect white building sitting on top of the hill. Oh, I wouldn't be driving. Yeah, I mean, the Eiffel Tower. I like the fact that it has its own zip code. You can and post office. You can mail stuff from the Eiffel Tower. The day that I was there, it was very foggy. So easy diggings. Hope you have a great day. You be careful out there on the road. Amsterdam was, I mean, the architecture in Amsterdam was phenomenal. Some of the doors to the buildings, like apartment buildings, they were works of art. Michael Haywood, good morning. Michael, I waved as I drove by. I got about an hour from the house, maybe a little less, and it was foggy. Oh my goodness. The last half hour for sure of my drive home was fog. And of course, when it comes to Las Vegas, since I'd be out in the area, I'd like to see all of the surrounding areas, get some photos of Area 51. See the Hoover Dam, go to the Grand Canyon. Tony Nasser, there's places. And, you know, Tony made me think with everything that's going on in the world. Brown University, the things going on in Australia. Just pray for everybody. Uh, I'd like to see, the redwood forest. The name eludes me right now, but uh, it is a very famous city. It's known worldwide. It's there in that area, Geneva. I would like to see that huge fountain in Geneva, Switzerland. You got it, Tony. We got floods in Washington State, which they're diminishing. And in a perfect world, I mean, I don't know if the experience would be the same today as it was back when, but I'd like to get in, just drive Highway 1 up the West Coast, uh, Pacific Coast Highway, I think is the correct name. Tony, I hope you had a good day. I think for Tony, it's like 10 o'clock at night, 10:20. There we go. Sharon, as far as North Carolina goes, it just depends on what you enjoy. Off the top of my head, I would say visit Kill Devil Hills. That was where the first powered flight took place, where the Wright brothers took off. Excellent, Tony. Hope you sold a bunch of stuff. And if you're interested in tobacco history, go to Winston-Salem. I mean, that's the headquarters for R.J. Reynolds. Oh, yeah. Princess, hey, Joyax. Hope you're having a good day. You could go to Ocracoke Island. They have a little inlet there on the island. Silver Bay, I think is what they call it. It's where Blackbeard hung out. And if you want to walk in nature, you can walk on flat grounds down at the coast through nature. Or you could go to our mountains and walk around. You could visit Little Switzerland in our mountains. Drive a little bit of the Blue Ridge Parkway. Zip down to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Outside of Florida, probably the most famous beach on the East Coast. Yes, the real woke. Yes, thank you. We're doing good. Hope you are. There's a place in, I think it's Maine. It's called Bar Harbor for the locals. It's Bar Harbor, and it's a very rocky beach, something that we're just not used to around here. I'd like to visit there one day. Yeah, this one is big, smooth, rounded. Some I would say boulders, and I would really like to photograph it. Video, yes, but photograph for sure. The only problem is it's a major tourist destination, and I don't like. Uh, I'm not a fan of destinations. It, it's coming to Florida and going to that little restaurant with you guys, Moggs. That's the activities I enjoy because I get to see locals. You know, I came to Florida to meet people in and from Florida, not, you know, 20 or 30,000 people from, you know, other parts of the country. I want the local experience. When I visited friends in Anaheim, they wanted, take me to Disney. I said, "Is that where all the locals go?" They said, "No, they go to, uh, this other park." So that's where we went. And I had a blast because probably 80% of the people there, Knott's Berry Farm, probably 80% of the people there was locals. And although they were not fond of my Southern accent, I got to see how the locals were and their predisposition against Southern accents. Yeah, I'm not going to take out a loan. I just want, I'm really not interested in Disney. I think I would enjoy snorkeling off the coast there at Key West. Michael, uh, I just enjoy the unfair advantage that I have over them. They think because I speak slowly that I am a slow person, and that gives me an advantage. I'm all for letting them underestimate me. The I had friends in Anaheim, and there were certain conventions that was work related that was also held in Anaheim. So I would combine trips. I would go out and uh, go to the convention and visit my friends. Uh, and it just so happened that one of the people that was turning their nose up to the Southern accent showed up at the convention. And one of my friends who did know me and know of my work set the guy straight really quick. Uh, he kind of built up how he was trying to hire me, and yeah, I've run into a couple of people online who are supposedly, air quotes here, well educated from the West Coast, and they have said very condescending statements toward Southern accents. So I don't hang out with when those people show up. And all of them's not that way. But some are. I don't know where it got tainted or changed or morphed or whatever you want to call it, but uh, I'm a big believer of judging somebody by their content of their character, nothing else. Yeah, Sharon, I don't know. It seems to be a common thing amongst British. They really like Southern accents. There was a panel that I was on and was talking, and there was a woman who come in from the UK, and I, I don't know what to say. She was something else. But she wanted everybody to shut up and just let me talk. And I'm like, that ain't gonna happen. And I think there's a great bit of British accent in the Southern accent. Now, there's certain areas of the UK I think the Boston accent kind of coincides with. My high school math teacher, he said he went to the UK on vacation. He went into a pub and just started talking to people. And once they heard his accent, he said he did not have to buy anything for the rest of the night. Everybody was buying him drinks so that they could get him talking. Rinsing the coffee cup, people. Oh, I think he had a good time. I don't think they got him. I don't think he got mugged or anything. Oh, Sharon, I was in Salem, Mass, just outside of Boston, and I went to the visitor center there, and I walked up to one of the counters, and the lady behind the counter was just kind of, oh well, somebody else, bored, whatever. And I said, hello, what information do you have here? Her eyes lit up and she got the biggest smile. You're not from around here. You think? So, anyway, I had a good time talking to her. Michael, if they got me talking about cameras, photography, uh, things like that, yeah, they'd have to tell me to shut up. Are y'all trying to tell me that Michael has the gift of gab? Well, my problem is uh, with the math and science history, I get so bogged down in the details. I have to be careful, or my stories get really boring. Swimming lessons at dawn yesterday. No, I didn't get any rain yesterday morning because it was 10 degrees here, Michael. I think all the rain was down your part of the state. I saw where the eastern part of the state got snow yesterday. I was wondering if you got any flurries. But here, I mean, if it hadn't been so blasted cold, it would have been a good day to break out the telescope. Hey, Donna, how you doing? I hope you had a good day off work. At least I think you had today off because it's like 11 o'clock at night almost for Donna. Quarter till 11, I think. Good. I guess you did the singing this morning for you. Well, it was last night for me, so I just left you playing and I fell asleep. Yeah, I know, Donna. I think Donna has a birthday coming up here in a few days. 23rd, maybe, possibly. But we will all be wishing Donna a happy birthday. That was pretty cool what Moggs did. Yeah, I was in Florida last week and I got to meet Moggs and Stevie B and a few others. And it was funny when he made me laugh. Of course, I didn't see it till the next day. I had a phone call and I missed it when he did it live. But I went back and watched it. Oh, geez, Donna, the I would have to see what it would take to mail something like that. You're out late on the town. Were you celebrating more than one birthday, Donna? That's one of my pet peeves about people who have birthdays this time of year. Too many people combine their birthday and Christmas present. It's not their fault they were born close to Christmas. Flyby Stew, good morning. Stu, while I was in Florida, I saw several paragliders. One was taken off right next to the interstate. I'd probably no more than 100 yards away from them. Stu, I guess it's afternoon for you. What, 2 o'clock in the afternoon almost? Well, Stu, we're all glad to see you. Yeah, Donna, people telling you hello too, just in case she's listening and not reading. Yes, a friend of mine got his pilot's license, and I got to know firsthand all the expenses. Oh, two December 23rd birthdays. Uh, that's why I stopped skydiving. Was it was so expensive. I did not know that, Donna. I know I'm pretty sure they celebrate Christmas in the Philippines. Are you saying Korea does not celebrate Christmas? Huh. So they decorate the mall, but Korea doesn't celebrate Christmas. Interesting. See, I enjoy learning stuff like that. Oh man, liver and onions. Oh, it's 9 a.m. here, fly by stew. And I want to get my coat on and go turn the camera off. But I was going to tell everybody, if you want to say bye to one another. And today is Tuesday, so I will at least be in chat tonight at Moggs if anybody's interested. The Sharon, that's the right thing to do. As long as you can do it, keep doing it. I often tell the story of two women about the same age come down with the same affliction, which was debilitating arthritis. One laid down because they didn't want to cause pain. The other one kept going and would go to work and do everything they could do. The one that laid down, it spread more rapidly on them. Excuse me. The one that was kept going and kept working outlived the other one by probably 30 or so years. And it's all just a matter of not giving up. I mean, you got to keep hacking away. Whatever you can do, keep doing it. Ooh, warmed up. It's 28. Ah! You guys have a great day. Not only was it 10 degrees yesterday, but we had 30 plus mile an hour winds. So I've got to do a little straightening up. Things got blown around. Thank you, one and all, for coming in today, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day.